Hey ladies, I am coming making this video message for you, and I want to, before I get into the message, let me tell the men who probably clicked on this video, I don't want you to take this as I am bashing men or I am putting all of you all as men in the same category, because I'm not. I have to put out this disclaimer when I make these type of messages, as I always tell you all, because I don't want you all to take offense. But anyway, ladies, let's talk for a minute. I want to shoot straight from the hip and tell you, any man that is in your life and he says that he is a man of God, or he says that he is really interested in you and he is serious about pursuing you for you all to talk, become exclusive, and it lead to marriage, if that man is talking to you about sex, if he is making references to sex, if he is always talking about how you are shaped, if he is asking you inappropriate questions that are sexual, you need to leave that man alone. Now, I'm going to say this. Most people in society, they categorize all men. You'll hear most people say, male and female, that most men are always thinking of sex. It's always on their mind. They are always trying to see what woman they can pursue who is willing to be intimate with them physically. A lot of people in society say that men, they are after one thing because they're visual. So upon laying their eyes on you, they are looking at your body. They are looking at you to see if they find you attractive enough to approach you. But I want to let you all know, don't categorize all men. A man that is being led by the Spirit of the Lord, and this message, it may be lame to some of you all, you may not really be interested, that's fine. But for those of you who are, stop allowing these men to talk up under your clothes. Just stop allowing it. Don't keep overlooking what is obvious, ladies, because of how you feel about that man. Because you're attracted to him, because he makes you laugh, because he's charismatic, because he tells you he's serious about you. Especially pay attention to if that man is saying or he's claiming that he is a Christian man. There is no Christian man who has the Spirit of the living God in him that is going to make most of his conversation about sex or about your body or asking you inappropriate sexual questions or making sexual conversations with you. He's not going to do it. And this does not mean that that man, just because he's not bringing these types of conversations to you, that he may not be battling a lust demon. It does not mean that he doesn't have a you know what addiction. It doesn't mean he's not watching, they say corn up here, I can't say the word, but it doesn't mean that he's not addicted to that. But I'm saying, aside from all of that, even if that is a demon that man is fighting, he's going to suppress that. He's going to probably keep that hidden because he wants to focus on getting to know you. He wants to find out where your emotional state is. He wants to find out where your mental state is. He is serious about not messing up his opportunity with you if you give him the opportunity to talk to you or if you give him access to you. But so many women, they come to me when I have one-on-one sessions with them. A lot of women are dealing with different men who come off like they are nice, they are charismatic, they talk about how they love the Lord, they talk about how they have a prayer life, but then in a short amount of time of them talking to that man, they start to talk about sex. They start to talk about things that are sexual in nature with the woman. And a lot of women, they get offended, they get hurt, or they start to question, well, should I still continue to talk to him? Should I still continue to allow him to pursue me, although he makes reference to sex here or there? I'm going to tell you, ladies, no. You need to use more wisdom. You have to use more restraint. Instead of always allowing these type of men to remain in your life, when you see the obvious, you have to cut it off. Because when they see that they can talk up under your clothes, when they see that you're always willing and open to answer their questions that are sexual in nature, when they see that you engage with them in inappropriate conversations of that topic, that is what they're going to be after. That is what they're going to pursue. You all better start checking for fruits of the spirit, because men do it as well. A man will go his entire life, and he may be a player. He may be a man that has a lot of women. He's laid down with a lot. Laid down with a lot of women. But he gets to a place where he's focused. And now he's looking for a wife. He's looking for a woman that he sees could possibly be the mother of his child or children if he chooses to marry her. And so don't think for 1 second as a woman that a man is not paying attention to how you carry yourself. Don't think that he's not paying attention to how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, how you conduct yourself when you are in the company of other men around him. Are you flirtatious? Are you always in a man's face? Are you disrespectful? Do you have a wandering eye and he's right there with you, but you're supposed to be talking to him or dating him? I'm just using those few things as an example to say that men watch us too. They are always constantly watching us. They are constantly studying us. And so with that being said, ladies, please stop giving these men 1,000,001 chances when they continuously talk up under your clothes. You can be talking about the sky being orange, red, blue, or green, and some of them will come out and say, what's your favorite position? Oh, I really like your body. You shaped exactly how I want. When this should not even be the focus coming out the mouth of a man that is a Christian, especially if you are not initiating these types of conversations. Now, I think it's safe and fair for me to say that if you as a woman have been talking to a man for a long stretch of time, that over time you start to let your walls down. You start to get comfortable. You all may crack little jokes here and there, and the topic of physical intimacy may come up. Not to promote sex outside of marriage, because I don't do that here. We don't do that here on this platform. But what I'm saying is that we're humans, and conversations go left sometimes. They go right. They go up. They go down. They go forward. They go backwards. It happens. But what you need to understand is that when somebody is serious about you, when a man is serious about you, ladies, that man is always going to be sure that he does not do anything to mess up having access to you. He's going to make sure that he is not messing up his opportunity to make you his wife or to make you his girl. And if he's smart, he will know, if I start bringing sex to her, or if I say something disrespectful to her, or I talk to her any type of way, she's going to cut me off. Stop being comfortable and allowing a man to talk up under your clothes, lady, and say what they want to you. I don't care how attractive they are. I don't care how much money they have. I don't care about any of that. None of that matters, because you will regret. And I can speak from the experience of the women that I counsel. The women that come to me, and not all of them, but some of them, that come to me and they have these different issues, this is a very common thing that they deal with. This is something common that they deal with. And so I publicly want to say, and like I said, this is not disrespect to men. This is not to categorize every man. This is not even to say that even if you do come across a man that is a gentleman and he has the utmost respect for you and he does talk to you with respect and nice and sweet, that he is not battling or struggling with lust. It doesn't mean that he still secretly is not thinking about you in a sexual way or paying attention to your body. It doesn't mean that. But what I'm saying is that a lot of them, they will keep that hidden, and maybe behind the scenes they go to God about their lust issue. You just never really know until you start asking questions and you get to the nitty-gritty of that man's character or certain things that he's battling with. That should come later down the line if you all are serious about each other and if you are exclusive. But see, a problem that a lot of single people have is that early on, when they're talking to somebody, they keep excusing certain red flags that they see, and it comes out in conversations. It comes out in conversations. A lot of you all might laugh certain things off. You may say, well, they just said that, it's not really a big deal. But later down the line, once you do get into a relationship with them, or it leads to marriage, it becomes a big deal, because you start to see unfolding right in front of your eyes. You know what? I noticed he was like this in the beginning of the talking stage, and now it's out full blown. It's a full manifestation of his lust demon right here in front of me. But I thought I could change him after marriage. I thought that he was just joking at that time, but this is really who he is. And then you all get offended when they're at a place where they don't take you serious. They don't want to hear anything you're talking about. They base their entire, believe it or not, there are some women that have dated men, and they saw that a man was talking up under their clothes, and they saw a man was a certain way, and it did go to them becoming exclusive, or they got married, and that's all that man focused on. When that woman expressed her opinions, when that woman had a voice, when that woman was not in agreement with something about that man, he didn't care about any of that, because they opened up a door to where that woman allowed that man to consistently talk about things sexual in nature. You all got to pay attention, because when a man is constantly doing that, he's already showing you who he is and what's on his mind. He's already showing you. And if you're in denial about that because you are hard up for a man, I say it in love, don't get offended or triggered by that. But if you're hard up for a man and hard up for a companion, you will keep allowing these things to come down the pipeline. Just to say, I got a man, I'm not single anymore, or I'm engaged. Ladies, we have got to do better. Set boundaries. Put your foot down. Stop allowing these men, whoever it is, don't allow them to talk up under your clothes. Don't allow them to question you about anything sexual in nature. Don't allow them to keep making reference to you having the body that they want. I'm not saying they can't compliment you. I'm not saying that they cannot tell you that you are beautiful. I am not saying that they can't come and tell you that you are their preference or you are their type. But when more of that is being talked about in conversations, or they keep going to that over anything else, that's your answer as far as who that man is. And you've got to cut it off. You've got to cut it off. I'm always going to come up here and address these things. I thought that I settled this and talked about this some years ago, and I put it out there in the airways. But because I'm not an algorithm type of person where I'm always talking about what's common and popular in the algorithm, sometimes certain messages, they get silenced, they get washed away. People, you all don't want to share it, you all don't want to hype it, whatever, so it's not going to hit a bigger audience. But I'm telling you, ladies, you don't let no man talk up under your clothes. You better make that man respect you. And if he cannot respect you, because maybe I'm saying it wrong, because you can't really make nobody do what they don't want to do. But if that man does not want to respect you, then you need to leave him alone. Why are you still sitting there and taking it and taking it and taking it? Just like you got that attractive man to talk to you, just like you got that man that's charismatic, just like you got that man that makes you laugh, or he makes you feel a certain type of way, you can get another one. Please hear my heart on the matter. Hear my heart on the matter. The way it starts off, it will continue. A lot of women complain about, why did he do this? Why did he do that? And he didn't show me this, and he didn't show me that, and he's not taking me seriously. Because coming in the gate, when he started talking up under your clothes and asking you certain inappropriate questions, you were engaging him in those conversations. You were allowing him to make these sexual jokes. You were allowing him to ask you very private, intimate questions. You were allowing it, and you didn't shut it down. You didn't stop it. You laughed it off. You accepted it. You responded. And you continue to let him text your phone. You continue to let him call your phone. You continue to let him pick you up for that date. You continue to move forward with that man. Stop allowing it. You deserve the respect, especially when it's a man that is representing the Lord. You most definitely. See, I'm going to put the worldly man to the side for a minute. If it's a Christian man and he's acting like this, there is no way. Be so for real. If it's a Christian man that's doing this, I don't even have to go deeper into anything. You already know what it is. That's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I'm not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.